Hi and welcome to another Pick a Card general reading. So today we are asking Spirit for channeled messages from your person. So before I began filming, pardon me, before I began filming, I did write down channeled messages from your person in these beautiful little colored papers. My head is all over the place, but I promise the messages should be a lot clearer. So as usual, we have three groups. At the bottom, I have a Moonology card as well for you. So I'll reveal that at the end. You'll have your channeled messages halfway through, and there is also a song on these channeled messages as well. We're asking Spirit for initials, we're asking for advice at the end, and we're also asking your person to offer as much clarity and perspective as possible. So I'm using 4 different decks in the channeled messages. So hopefully we can get a clear picture of how your person is feeling and what they wish to share with you right now. I will be channeling the messages in first person, and then I may offer a little bit of objective advice based on what I'm feeling, but then we'll dip straight into Spirit support as well at the end. So take your time to figure out which of these 3 groups you're feeling most drawn to. There is sort of no object in terms of like a crystal or a stone, so it's really just up to you and your energy on this one. When you're sure of which group you're a part of, please check the timestamps below and join me in your reading. Hi Group 1 and welcome. If you chose this pile here, then this is your reading. Sorry for that little chuckle, but I will reveal the card that you got first here. Actually, no, sorry, Group 1. I'm going to do it at the end, and I'll read the message as well and the song that you got, and we'll get some initials. So I'm going to leave this over here, still in view, but just out of line of sight. I'm going to bring some crystals in, though. I want my selenite and rose quartz close. Alright, so Spirit, today we are getting channeled messages from your person. I'm going to attempt to do it in first person, similar to the other readings, and as discussed in the intro, we'll get your person's perspective and then we'll get some advice from Spirit, and towards the end, if I feel objectively that certain things need to be shared, then I will also share that, but we'll focus on your person and Spirit. What would you like to share with Group 1? What would you like to share with Group 1? Reversed? No. Okay. Bottom deck energy is the Wheel of Fortune reversed. I'm just going to get all the cards out. This will be a little bit different to my first channeled messages video because I'm not going to take a photo of the spread. I'm just going to attempt to show it to you while I'm channeling. What do you want to share with Group 1? Can we clarify the 6 of Wands, please? Thank you. What do you want to share with Group 1? All of these, my days. This person's quite chatty. This deck is just quite energetic as well. I see. Bottom deck energy in the Anne Stokes deck is the Queen of Pentacles reversed. I'll just use the Queen Slipper deck as well, Group 1. So what do you want to share with Group 1? What do you want to share with Group 1? What do you want to share? What do you want to share with Group 1, please? Any day now. Very quiet in this deck. Gosh, what's going on with you? Nice. Hi. What do you want to share with Group 1? Oh, okay. I see. I see. And just one more card would be marvelous, please. What would you like to share with Group 1? What would you like to share with Group 1? So bottom deck energy in the Queen Slipper deck is the 9 of Wands reversed. I'm so sorry this is taking me so long. I just looked at the clock and realized I've been filming for 3 minutes already. That's insane. Alright, Group 1. Oh, okay. Okay, so for Destiny cards we have Pleasure, We have surrender. Group 1's person would like to share a blank. Oh, there's always a rhyme and reason for everything, even if it shows up blank. And honesty. Okay. Bottom deck energy is freedom. Alright. Group 1's person, spirit, what do they want to share? I wish I believed in us. I wish I had more faith from the beginning. There was a time in our past where I should have stepped towards you and I didn't. I let other people's opinions stop me. I let what other people were saying make it easier for me to walk away than tell you the truth. I really, really wish I was honest with you. I should have moved towards you when I had the chance. It's not to say that this is the end, though. I'm still very determined to move towards you. I really feel like you didn't trust me in the past. I feel as though you thought that I had ulterior motives. Perhaps you thought there was a third person involved. There's no need for you to feel insecure. I was just struggling to balance my life when you came in. I was not someone who was ready to offer anything. My mind was elsewhere, but I could feel you paying attention to me. I actually liked the attention you gave me. You're a very generous person, but I didn't recognize your worth at the time. My eyes were focused elsewhere, but my heart was on you. I feel like I didn't trust myself. I didn't take that chance. I really hope we can get that chance again. Part of me thinks you've moved away. Part of me struggles to see this connection in the future. I feel as though you're giving yourself to others. I don't feel animosity towards you for this, but it does keep me up at night. I do still think about you a lot. I dream about you. I wonder what you're doing, who you're with. I do get jealous. I pretend I don't, though. I won't admit that to you. I won't admit how often I think about you. I don't even want to admit that to myself. I try to tell myself that this isn't real. It's easier to pretend that this connection is all in my head, that the chemistry isn't real, that our history isn't real. I walked away because I wasn't ready. But now I see that there is no conventional form of love. There's no conventional form of a connection, really. You're so unique. You're so different. I think you have a lot to offer. I know you do. But I'm struggling to see that together. I'm struggling to imagine us working together. I think we would be so good together. Both of us. It's just easier to distract myself right now. It's easier to focus on work. It's easier to focus on what's in front of me. But my mind always goes back to you. I find you in my work. I hear your name. I see your face. I talk to others and I think for a moment it's like I'm talking to you. No matter how far away I go, my mind always goes back to you. I wish I could reach out. I do want to work with you. I want to work on this. I want a fresh start. I'm not happy with what happened. I'm ready to end this cycle and start something new. This time I want to do it right. This time it has to be right. This time I know what I did wrong in the past and I'm not going to make that mistake again. My mind is clear, but my action forward is clouded. I have so much determination to make this right, but again, I don't quite know how to do it. I'm waiting for a sign. I'm waiting for a sign on when to move in. Right now doesn't seem like the right time, but I'm getting impatient, and I know you are. I just wish things were simpler. I wish there was a way forward. I still feel you everywhere. Your energy is so magnetic. And you're over here prospering, thriving. You look better than ever. I just really wish things were different. I wish I had the opportunity to tell you the truth. I'm not going to lie, I feel as though you may have moved on. I feel as though I missed my chance to tell you how I feel. And I'm worried that you're sharing your heart with someone else right now. I want to believe that we will be successful. I want to believe that this new start is coming and that we have an opportunity to write things over the right way this time, to rewrite our story the way it should have been. I really am trying to trust that when it will happen, it's going to happen at the exact right time as it should be. I'm trying to surrender. I'm trying to trust that I will see you again, that I will be with you again, that we'll have that opportunity to be with each other. I do fantasize about you, but I can't without feeling sad. My mind is so invested in you. I'm really trying not to let on how much I think about you. I just wish I could move towards you. I pretend like I'm doing other things. I pretend like my mind is elsewhere. But I'm really just thinking about you all the time and what I could do for you, to you. I feel that I could make you so happy. I feel that I have so much to offer you now. I know I didn't before, but I'm different. I'm responsible now. I don't know what I need to do to prove this to you. I haven't given up. I just don't know how to move forward physically right now. But my mind is always, always thinking about you. I wish I did things differently in the past. I'm not going to make that mistake again. So group one, that's where I'm going to end the channeled messages because I'm picking up on some other things that your person was not comfortable with sharing. Sorry, I'll just wipe my nose quickly. Sorry. Oh, I just had coffee and it's quite jittery. Okay, so first of all, what I'm feeling is that your person is genuine. Your person, everything they were saying, I don't want to discredit it. I think that was a very genuine message with genuine emotions behind it. They do genuinely think about you a lot. There's a lot of passion here underneath the surface, but their mind is limiting their potential. Their mind is stuck on the past and they can't really clearly see a way forward. That's just what I'm noticing. This is somebody who in the past didn't value what you have to offer with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse as the bottom deck energy. We also have the Lovers beneath that. So what I'm feeling is that this person in the past made a decision that didn't involve you. And that's why in the present, they're not with you, because in the past, it feels as though, and from their perspective, they made the wrong decision. It could have been that they chose to work away from you. With this Eight of Pentacles here, we had it over there as well. It could have been that they just chose to work on their future without you. And that felt like, although it's a mix. So from their perspective, it was not the best decision, but it wasn't the worst decision either, because they do feel quite prosperous now, group one. Not going to lie, they feel like they're coming into their power. They really feel like, regardless of gender, group one, they are this King of Pentacles. They are a strong, powerful manifester with a lot of wealth and abundance. If they haven't, it feels like they've got their ducks lined up and now they're able to consider a connection. So in general, Spirit is giving the green light on this connection in terms of divine timing with the Wheel of Fortune upright. I do believe that this connection is moving forward positively if that's something that you are wanting to manifest as well. The main issue here is persevering through that fear with the Nine of Wands here. Your person is struggling with their fear. They overthink this a lot to the point where it's not all good. You know, sometimes when we think about a decision too much, it may start off positive, but the more we think about it, the more doubt creeps in, the more fear creeps in, and before we know it, our emotion towards that decision is tainted by fear and doubt. So this person isn't going to give up. They do want to come together. It may be easier for them to sort of suss you out as a friend first, group one. I feel like they're going to feel more confident if they can move towards you as a friend. But overall, the reason why their attention isn't fixed on you right now, or it wasn't in the past, was because they were feeling insecure. This is somebody who thrives on just sort of, they had a plan to create a legacy. So they're giving me Pentacles vibes straight off the cuff. So all the earth signs, basically Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But the reason why their attention wasn't on you in the past is because they were very money motivated. They were intrinsically motivated, focused on their wealth, focused on their abundance, which isn't always a bad thing, but it left them feeling as though they put you on the back burner, and they appreciate that they've been moving very slowly. They appreciate your patience with them. They kind of just want to end this cycle now. For a little while there, it was easier for them to think about you, to keep you as this daydream fantasy rather than communicate with you, but they want to end that cycle now. They're sick of living in their head. It's not getting them anywhere, and their passion for you is only growing as well. So that's what I was noticing from their sides of things. Is there anything else? They do want freedom. So this is somebody who is a committed and loyal person, but they're always going to expect an element of freedom. They don't believe in codependency. They don't believe in truly needing people. It takes a lot for this person to settle down, is what I'm feeling, because they do like to grow. And it's not that they want to keep their romantic options open. It's just that in life, they like the ability to travel. They like the ability to grow where their career takes them. So that sort of feeling they do, and they appreciate that in order to settle down, it doesn't mean like fully sacrificing your dreams, and that's something that they're hoping that you'll be open to. So they do want to get to know you again and figure out like where you're at with your life and what you're wanting, and so to try to ensure that your needs meet is what I'm feeling. So I'm going to get some advice from Spirit. Spirit, what would you share? What is the advice for this connection? Actually, you know what? I'm sorry, I'm going to do that at the end because Spirit has a way of taking over the conversation. So I'm going to do that at the end. For now, we'll get some initials. We'll focus on your person's energy for a bit longer. Some initials, please, Spirit. Goodness. All right. I should fix these up, but that's all right. So the first letter we have is F. The next letter we have is V. Interesting. We have a great gratitude card. Wow. If that isn't this person, I am grateful for my job. This is definitely someone who thrives in the 3D world. They're very, very grateful for their job. They're very grateful for the opportunities that their job has given them. We have R. They are in their power as well right now. They really are. We have E. Interesting. We have another E. And we have an M. Or is that a W? It's an M. It's definitely an M. Wow. Okay. Not a lot, though, if I'm honest. I might get some more. I mean, there are people whose names start with F and E, but I feel like we should get some more now that there's so many of us. We need we need a little bit more help. All right. So, we have a G. Interesting. We have a J. Also, your person was a very shy energy to channel. I don't always struggle to like channel messages, but your person was very hesitant. They strike me as the kind of person who would rather tell you this in person. They feel quite private. It's not that they're introverted, it's just that they're very selective with who they hang around, and they were hesitant to share themselves with me. So almost like in a vulnerable way, they were hesitant to be vulnerable. They really didn't want you to know how often they think about you, and it's kind of like, it's very empowering for them. It's going to be very empowering for them to step towards you and make that decision to include you in their life, because they're somebody who they like sentimental things. They're a little bit old school in that sense. So with you coming in, you weren't what they expected in terms of a romantic partner, especially with the Hierophant reverse, but they kind of like that about you. Their love sign might be, their Venus might be in Aquarius or something. It feels like they're a little bit unusual in how they select their partners. So there's something about you that they haven't they really love, and they haven't been able to stop thinking about that, but it's not like their usual type, if that makes sense. They're not, and yeah, it's not a bad thing though, but I just feel as though this is someone who is quite traditional, sentimental, a little bit old school. They're hesitant to share and be vulnerable, but once you get to the core of them, they have a very big heart, and they're quite reliable and responsible. So we have Z. We have, is that M again? No, this is W. These letters are insane. I mean, wow. Okay, we have H. I think a lot of people say H, but Australian slang, I say H. We have B, and the last letter is an I. Wow. This person is quite selfless. They might strike you as being selfish, but they are very selfless. Once you get close to them, it really feels like they just kind of become very invested in their close connections. They get very protective. They look after their people, is what I'm feeling. Not to make them sound like mafioso, but that's what it feels like. Now I'll read this and then we'll get some advice from Spirit. So the channeled messages I got from your person's energy, this is not necessarily them, but it's what I was feeling when I channeled the energy at the beginning of this reading. So I actually wrote these down before I filmed, but I did ask Spirit if their person could say anything to group one, what is the general message that they would say? So they said, you mean so much to me and others. You're powerful. Do you see it? I wish I could hold you. I should have told you. The numbers you got was 333, the letter C. I don't think we got C here. 8, 21, 25, and the letter B. Interesting. And the song for you was Post Malone, I Know. Wow. So the songs surprised me this time around, group one. I'm not going to lie. The songs were really shocking. So the energy is yeah. I mean, I feel the power of Posty singing. Like, this is someone who pretends that they aren't thinking about you, but they are. So, still hopeful. Just a little bit upset with how things ended in terms of the first time around, because I do feel like there was a false start in this connection, or there was like a potential and then it fizzled out and they're wanting to reignite that fuse. Now it's interesting in this that they said, you're so powerful, do you see it? Because you actually got the Queen of Pentacles twice. The Queen of Pentacles is a very powerful sort of creator in their own right. They're somebody who is nurturing and often pillars of their community in the sense that other people look up to them. They kind of give off pre-empress energies, a bit of the sort of motherly vibes that you don't have to, doesn't mean that you have children, but you just have this way about you that makes you very approachable, and you have your own sort of wealth, if that makes sense. Like you're strong in your own sense. You're quite independent. It's like a level up from the Nine of Pentacles, but just below the Empress. So that could be Taurus energy as well. Could be Capricorn energy. Could be Virgo. But really, I'm feeling a mix of signs here. It's just that you two had to present as the same suit because you're currently sharing very similar vibrations. You're currently quite aligned in terms of moving towards each other. So Spirit, now is the time for you to share and add your 2 cents. What would you like to share with group one, Spirit, about this connection? What should they know? Trapped in fear, reverse. So your person is going to make a choice. They're going to move forward. They're going to free themselves with that freedom card over here as well. They're going to free themselves from their fears. They're sick of being trapped. They're sick of feeling as though they have no way forward. They're going to actually take that leap of faith towards you. They're trusting themselves and they're trusting this connection. They are waiting for the green light, though, is what I'm feeling. But they're sick of waiting and doing nothing. They're quite proactive now and they feel ready to move forward. So it feels like in the past their heart chakra wasn't available to you. Spirit is saying that if this is something that you want to manifest, to continue to leave your heart space open for this person is slowly learning to be vulnerable. It's not something that they're used to, and it may be something that you struggle with as well, group one. Spirit is saying that this person is still quite logical in the way that they make decisions. It's a very practical energy, but they can't deny their feelings for you. Their heart space is reserved for you, is what it feels like, group one. They are someone who's tried to distract themselves in the past and it just hasn't worked. I think work is an easy distraction for this person, but it's like I couldn't help but notice in this picture, they're working, but subconsciously it's like everything they do is about you. Like this person's almost painting themselves with their lover, and they're thinking that they're just working, but actually everything they do is about you. So you've got the Six of Wands again. So I do believe that you'll find success in this connection. Spirit is wanting to encourage you to continue what you are doing in terms of balancing your energy, being mindful of your energy, investing that energy in yourself. And I really do feel that you're going to get positive news soon as well. Like I feel like this connection is advancing into the next stage, whatever that means. We do have an end of cycle here with this World card. So end the Ten of Swords reverse. Spirit is wanting to end this cycle of non-communication if you're not communicating, but it's just like the end of this negativity. It's time to move forward. I do feel like this group, if you chose group 1, you are going to move forward. This connection may have brought you closer to your spirituality. With the crown chakra here, you can trust the information you are receiving, both like logically and illogically, if that makes sense. So I'm guessing that you guys do see synchronicities. You do hear your person's name quite a lot, or they pop into your mind quite a lot. You can trust those synchronicities. Synchronicities are in our life to guide us. With the 7, I do feel action too. I do feel like you're overcoming this. It reminds me of the Chariot, which is will, power, determination, and a general feeling of success. It's about balance as well. So learning to balance your energy and being mindful of your energy. Look at the next card we got. The next card we got is balance. So this 11 card is justice as well, but more than anything, I'm interpreting it as balance. So this could be karma writing itself in terms of if there was a wrong in the past, or if there was something that felt delayed, or it just feels like everything is unfolding as it is intended to, and you're going to start to notice a lot of balance in this connection as well as in your life, because this connection feels like the kind of connection that does impact areas of your life, especially with the way that your person was trying to distract themselves with work. It feels like this person sort of came in and might have shaken things up a little bit, and maybe you're not the same person you were when you first met them. So I do feel like you're going to gain balance in this sense of karmic justice as well. Intuition is reversed here. Interesting. So Spirit is saying that, and the heart chakra was reversed as well. So it is safe for you to love with this person. They have honest intentions is what I'm feeling. Honest and clear intentions. It feels as though some of you may have turned off your heart space and your intuition on purpose. But listen, this is a group reading as well. So I always encourage you to trust your intuition primarily. You can trust the signs that you're seeing, the synchronicities that you're seeing in terms of this connection. You will be successful, but it has a lot to do with your faith and believing in that as well. So it kind of makes me wonder what you are manifesting, group 1. Do you want a connection with this person? Because they are wanting to work on this. They do hold regrets over what happened in the past, and I think that they are someone who does want to move forward, but it feels like that may not be something that you want to do. So Spirit is asking that if this is something that you want, then it's time to start being very clear about that and setting your intentions clear. I just think that you should always trust your intuition primarily, okay? And for this to be reversed, it just makes me wonder why you reversed it in the first place. Is there anything else that we can share with Group 1, Spirit? Partnerships and alliances is reversed, so maybe it hurts. Maybe the past is quite painful because this person chose to walk away instead of building something with you or working with you. Maybe there was a third party involved in the past, or the third party could have been their work. I feel like there's still a little bit of fear here. There's a fear to reach out. There's a fear to connect. And you're not actually needing to do that. I do believe, Group 1, that your person is going to be the one who reaches out to you, because it is very frustrating for them the amount of times they think about you. They want to end that cycle. And I don't think that they're going to be able to end that without making the communication physical rather than mental. So you don't really need to do anything except make yourself energetically available if that's what you want. If you're really wanting to reject this person, they're going to feel that, and they're not going to feel safe to reach out. So bottom deck energy is the Four of Swords. Spirit is encouraging you not to act. Spirit is encouraging you to reflect, to really rest, and to heal any past fear or wounds that stemmed from the beginning of this connection, and to just not feel obliged to do anything because it's not your obligation, is what I'm feeling. So group 1, that is what I'm seeing for you. I hope that resonated. Please let me know down below if it did or didn't. I'm always open either way. Hope you are safe and well when this message finds you, and please don't hesitate to reach out again in future. Thanks group 1. Bye. Sorry, group 1, me again. You know what I just realized? I didn't get to show you your card, your Moonology card. So the card that you got from Spirit, so random, sorry, I hope you're still tuning in. The card you got from Spirit was a full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. So I really feel like that summarizes what we were saying with the oracle cards from Spirit's advice. If you do want to move forward in your connection, then it's time to heal the past. It's time to work through those fears and to release negativity in order to manifest a positive new start with this person, because that is the page that they're on. So if that's something that you want as well, that is your advice from Spirit Group 1. Thank you so much. Apologies for that. I apologize if you tuned out. I might leave it in the description to remind you to stay. But please look after yourself, and I'll connect with you again in future. Bye. Hi, Group 2, and welcome. So I'm going to reveal your song and card later in the reading. Today we are asking Spirit for channeled messages from your person. So I'm going to attempt to channel energies directly from the collective energy of group 2 to try to figure out what your person is currently feeling, what they would like to share. Group 1's person was a bit hesitant to share, not going to lie, group 2. So I'm hoping that this energy is a little bit more cooperative. Okay, so group 2, what would their person like to share with them? What would their person like to share? Group 2. What would their person like to share with them? Their person like to share with them, Spirit Group 2. What would their person like to share with them? Group 2's person, Spirit, what would their person like to share with them? Oh, I'm sorry, I'll try to shuffle as fast as I can. We're working with 4 different decks today. It's the first deck that always gets me because it's so chunky. Alright, I'll keep those 4. Bottom deck energy on the Psychic Tarot for the Heart Oracle deck is the 3 of Wands, take the lead. Interesting, alright. What about our Anne Stokes Tarot? Can we clarify the heart chakra reverse, please? What would their person like to share with them? 7 of Cups reversed. What would their person like to share with them? Yeah. I had a feeling these cards would come out for group 2. When I was writing your channeled message, it felt very steamy. Let's just say that. Alright, bottom deck energy for your Anne Stokes, for the Anne Stokes deck, is the 6 of Wands upright. Oh my gosh. So much fire. So much fire. What would group 2's person like to share with them at this current moment in time? Where is their energy? What would they like to share? Goodness. What would group 1's person like to... Oh, group 2, sorry. Thank you so much. Group 2's person, what would they like to share? Interesting, Spirit. Really? Group 2's person, what would they like to share? I've got some reversals in here, but I'm not going to... There we go. The 7 of Cups again. I'll get one more card for you from the Queen Slipper deck. Oh, and then it gives me 5. Oh my gosh, look, I'll take them because there's no such thing as coincidences. There must be a reason why. There, I got 3. So bottom deck energy in this deck is the Knight of Swords. Action now. One more deck, group 2, and then we can start channeling the messages. What would group 2's person like to share with them? What would they say to them at this current moment in time? Wow. Surrender. What would group 2's person share with them at this current moment in time? Satisfaction. Enthusiasm. Yeah. One more card, please. What would you like to share with your person? Care. Interesting. I'm getting messages already. Bottom deck energy is balance. Wow. So, okay. I'll get straight into it. Do you care about me, group 2? Do you care? I'm finding it so hard to let you go. It's not even a matter of thinking about you. I am so tempted by you all the time. My passion for you is next level. You are someone who attracts me like nobody else. My desire for you is so strong, and I haven't had the opportunity to express this to you. I haven't had the opportunity to tell you any of this. I just wish we could ground this passion. I really want to be with you physically, emotionally, but my energy is just tethered to you. It's almost unhealthy because it just feels like you have my heart in a cage. It feels like I'm your slave. I'm a slave to this connection. I wish I was the one in control, but this connection just has me tethered and bound to you. I want to be successful with you. I wish I had the opportunity to share this with you. I know it looks like I left, but my energy is always with you. I just want to be successful. I want to tell you the truth, but I don't know how to move forward. I'm currently trying to plan how to be successful in this connection. I'm trying to take the lead. It looks like I'm not doing a lot, but my mind is just trying to figure out how to move forward here. I want to know if you feel the same way before I take that step forward. I'm scared of being vulnerable. I almost use my passion, my sexual urges to mask the vulnerability of my heart space. My heart has been hurt in the past, and I never got to fully heal that. It wasn't your fault, but because of that, I'm afraid to open up. Because of that, it feels safer to daydream about you than to actually risk you hurting me. And I do daydream about you a lot, way too much. It's so much easier thinking about you in that way than it is risking you hurting me. I feel so passionately enthusiastic about this connection, though. If I could just talk to you in person the way I talk to you in my head, we wouldn't be in this situation right now. It would be so much more simple. You would understand how I feel. You would know why I'm unable to, why I acted that way in the past, or there's just so much that I need to tell you. I do dream about you. There's still truths to be revealed here. I don't think you realize how much I've been giving to this connection. I know that in the physical sense, I'm not there, and I want to balance that out. I want to be able to be with you and to contribute to this connection physically. I never stop thinking about you. I never stop thinking about being with you physically, but it feels like we're unable to ground something real right now. I can understand how my own actions led to this outcome. But it feels like we didn't get the proper chance to grow roots with this connection. If I look happy, I'm really not. I'm really not happy right now. I'm really struggling to find happiness. I'm feeling as though all this effort I spent in this other responsibility, it didn't pay off in the end. It only created more problems. It didn't pay off. Now it feels like I have to start from scratch. It feels like progress is so slow, and I'm having to restructure my future. I want it to include you, but I don't know how to do that in a way that is healthy for the two of us. I'm trying to focus on real things, not just money, not just success. I'm trying to focus on the other aspects that this life can offer, but I don't really know how to do that. To be honest with you, there is a lot happening in the background, and I want to offer you something, but I don't want to include you into my problems. I feel that it would be asking you too much. It's my responsibility. You shouldn't have to take that on board. But I also feel like you're the kind of person who would want to help me, and that's concerning. I don't want to lose you, but I don't want to share these problems with you. I wish there was a way to balance this, a way to keep you with me, around me, without having to involve you in these other problems. I'm trying to strategize the best way forward here. I want this new opportunity with you, but I feel like I also need to continue putting energy into these other projects, these other responsibilities. You feel so irresistible, but again, it's like I can't have you. You're my biggest temptation. I just wish there was a way forward. I'm trying to understand how to move forward here. I'm trying to look at it from all angles. I know it looks like I'm not doing much, but I'm really just in planning mode right now, trying to think of a way forward that will make both of us happy, that will make everyone happy. I really want a fresh start with you. I don't know if that's what you want either, but I don't think it was fair. I feel like we need a proper fresh start, a way forward that is more balanced, more open in terms of the energy being given and received. And I wish for the opportunity to express to you how I truly feel. I never got to show that to you. Words are not going to matter when I see you next. I intend on showing you everything. So group 2, that's where I'm going to end the channeled portion, because I really kind of want to dive into this objectively for a second. Your person's giving me very mixed energy. They're quite demanding, if that makes sense. Like, with the way that the cards came out as well, it's like this person has a lot to share. They do have some insecurities, and it's around how you view them. I don't know if they are work orientated, but they give this illusion that they're very successful. They give this illusion that they're very in control of their life. It feels as though they're not somebody who likes to be considered a slave to other people. Like, they don't like that. They don't like how much control you appear to have over them. They see you as this irresistible Queen of Wands energy, regardless of gender. They see you as this irresistible Queen of Wands. And then on the other side, we have this king. And look at the dragon. Like, it is fuming. It is just raging. And I remember what your channeled messages were in here, and I remember what the song was as well, so it kind of marries up very well. But for whatever reason, there was this unexpected ending between the two of you, or something kind of threw them a curveball, and they haven't fully processed that with the tower. They weren't willing to address this in the channeled messages. It almost came out as like a clue from spirit, but your person was very careful with sort of dancing around that. Even though it was the card in the middle of the spread, they didn't want me to address it. And I feel that they aren't addressing that issue either, because the main thing that is stopping this connection is they have unrealistic expectations over this connection. It isn't quite balanced yet. There's a lot of passion, there's a lot of sexual energy here, but when spirit tried to shatter those illusions, your person clung on to every single shred of that illusion. They're not ready to let go of that. They're not ready to move with this change. So that is something that is holding them back in life in general, because after 15, we have 16, the tower moment, and the tower is designed to shatter any illusions that we've structured to help us move forward honestly in our lives. And your person is really clinging to that tower. Despite it being destroyed, they really want to cling to that. And I don't think that they were being honest with themselves in that channeled message, but I don't deny the passion. I don't deny the desire. It just feels like they are yet to fully surrender. They were very quick to deflect towards you in the beginning and to ask you if you care and if you've given up. But honestly, this person has to process a lot of change in their life, and they need to heal that. And instead of healing it, it feels as though they're letting it build into this Ten of Wands energy, where it's become a problem now because they're resisting the change and they're carrying a lot of unnecessary burdens, and that is what is limiting them. It's nothing that you are doing, group 2. This person's actions have, they say that they know how their actions have changed, but I don't think they do. So I do feel that they want to reach out to you. They feel as though it was you're someone that they can't let slip away from them, and they might react quite hastily, though. That's the thing with this Knight of Swords being the bottom deck energy. It does feel like their actions might be quite hasty, group 2. I'm not going to lie. It's not to say that the passion and the intentions aren't there, but I just feel as though the message may be a little bit because we had the Eight of Wands there as well. It just feels quite abrupt, like not the smoothest deliverance. Yeah. I don't want to discredit them, though, because listen, they have a lot of passion for you. We have the King of Wands again. They are very interested in you. I think they're just really eager to have you in their life again, to be successful with you in this connection. They really want balance. They really, really, really want balance. I was shown the Eight of Cups in this deck as well. I feel as though they need to speak their piece with you. If they did walk away, or if someone left this connection in their head, it's not over yet. They want success. They really feel jarred by this unexpected Tower moment, and it's like they're not accepting it. They're not accepting that happened. They're only going to be successful. They're only going to move forward. They are quite a dominant personality, like regardless of gender. They're so dominant to a fault, I think, because they're not really acknowledging how that dominance has kind of messed them up in the past, and taken opportunities rather than given. They just want to be successful, though, so I don't want to be sort of discredit them or their energy, because they're quite determined. They're very focused on you. They're very much attached to you, if that makes sense. I wouldn't be surprised if you feel their energy quite a lot, if it's almost a little bit too much sometimes. Perhaps you also think about this person a lot. It really feels like they're very attached to you. I don't think they're being honest and vulnerable in terms of how they truly feel right now. It is easier for them to almost lie and say that it's just a physical connection. It's easier for them to distract themselves with the sexual passion and desire, but they're not really being honest with how they truly feel here. The emotions run a lot deeper than they're admitting to themselves as well. So I think that's something that they are going to have to be honest about if they want a genuine, open connection with you, because they can't really offer you an honest love unless they're offering that to themselves. So this is someone who may present in your life as quite passionate, in terms of maybe they come across as only wanting sex, group 2, but I do feel like that's their way of understanding this passion. They're just quite a physical person. They don't want to be vulnerable in case they're going to be hurt, so they're kind of in this weird limbo where they can't have you sexually, but they need to express their sexual energy to you in order to understand how they truly feel. So I don't know how it's going to move forward. We'll ask Spirit after, but for now I'm going to get the channeled message from your person, and then we'll move on to Spirit. So group 2, that's right, that makes so much sense. Group 2, your message is fire. Fire, I want you bad all the time. Trust me, feel me, I'm always with you. I sometimes wonder if you care. Are you still there? And you got, so I like to write like little, it's supposed to be numbers, but you guys got some unconventional things. So you guys got a heart, you got the number 9, the number 6, which ironically becomes the number 15, which is the devil's number, in tarot at least. You got the number 1, so I really do feel that you're going to have a new beginning with these aces. We got an ace here and an ace there, and there was an ace of swords at the back of this deck as well. And you got the number 12. Now, I wrote Cap beneath that because I was feeling the Capricorn energy off the devil card immediately. As soon as I wrote this message, I was like, oh. And the devil card isn't a bad card to have in this case. What I'm feeling is that your person is very tempted by you. The temptation and the lust here is real. Now, the song you got was Doja Cat, So High. So it doesn't give you much in terms of the lyrics, but the message from that song is about like intoxication. Being so attracted by someone that it feels like their energy is intoxicating. And that is really what it feels like for your person, group 2. Your person is intoxicated by your energy. You are so tempting to them. You are someone who they are completely infatuated with, and it's to the point where don't even know what's real and what isn't in terms of their heart space. They're quite a physical person, is what I'm feeling. So it's up to you if you want to continue with this connection, but I do feel like this person is going to come back into your life quite soon, which is also what I was feeling for group 2, but this feels like it's a highly sexually charged energy. So I will reveal the card up here, but I want to get messages from Spirit first. So Spirit, what is the truth of this connection? What does pile 2 need to know? 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 We got the 4 of Pentacles. Your person is very stuck on you. They're quite stubbornly stuck on you. It feels like the foundations for this connection actually do run deep. Like you guys are sort of tethered together. You're twisted together in a way that it's hard for your person to let go. I don't know if you've tried to surrender. Spirit is almost asking the 2 of you to surrender because you are so twisted together. And there's this feeling of like safety amongst each other. Your person wants to express themselves. They do. Spirit is saying you can expect clarity and the truth soon. It's not the full picture, but you can expect communication from your person soon. There might be some like fresh action being taken. It just feels like something is shifting in this connection, and it has to do with actions and communication. Now remember, the aces aren't promises, but they are the opportunity for something. So you will have the opportunity to progress in this connection by way of communication or by actually acting and moving towards each other. There is the opportunity for triumphant success. We have patience. Now, I know this word is very triggering for a lot of us, so what I'm really feeling is this is the Temperance card. So more than anything, Spirit is actually wanting you to balance your energy here because your person's energy is quite intoxicating. So they're in the number 15, which is the Devil energy, and Spirit is urging for you to maintain this temperance, this balance. Don't feel too pulled in, because this person has a way of like pulling your energy in and like triggering these strong feelings of sexual desire is what I feel. So you really should be focusing more on just balancing your own energy, because this person is quite demanding in terms of what they like. If they're just sitting there fantasizing and sexually daydreaming about you, I feel like you are really struggling to stay grounded, and that is the main that is what Spirit is also gesturing with this card as well, suggesting. We have the Ace of Cups reversed, so there is concerns that your person's heart space isn't entirely open in this connection. They are quite a physical person in terms of they are thinking about like the sexual nature of this connection. They're not fully committed to opening themselves up to you in terms of their heart space. They want a new beginning, they want a new start, but there's this strong feeling that they're not willing to be vulnerable. I'm not going to lie. And Spirit is kind of emphasizing that by showing us this card. It's like they're hesitant to be vulnerable. I do feel like they had been hurt in the past, or it's just this energy that their heart space isn't quite ready to be opened. So that's something to be mindful of moving forward in this connection. We have the 4 of Cups again. So I do feel like something new is stirring in this connection. It will offer a new opportunity. There's new knowledge. And I'm feeling this 4 of Cups again, new knowledge at the top of this card. So I do feel like you will have this new opportunity in this connection to move forward, especially if you've been feeling quite stuck and stagnant. I'm not too sure what that'll entail. It just involves you choosing whether you want to progress more than anything. We have the sacral chakra. So again, there is a lot of sexual energy in this connection, a lot. And I don't know if you're feeling it as well, but honestly, I'm not surprised if you're feeling very sexually drawn to your person, because their sacral chakra is calling you in. They literally see you as this tempting, lustful person, and they're completely in the Devil energy for you. So bottom deck energy is the solar plexus chakra. It's a 3. So I do feel like your person is going to move forward here. They have every intention of. Their will is strong. The will is strong in this one. They definitely are determined to move forward. They're really thinking about it quite a lot. So I'm going to get some initials for you. Group 2's person. Who are they? Who is Group 2's person? All right, we have D, We have a gratitude card. I am grateful for my twin. So I don't like to label connections in my group readings because the energy is so massive right now. We're over 20,000 people, but for some of you, this could be a twin flame connection, and that might be confirmation for you to know that you picked the right pile. I do feel like this person hasn't shared their temptations with you, so it may be quite what's the word, like shocking for you to realize that they're feeling like this, because maybe you've been feeling like this for a while and you didn't think that your person was feeling like that as well. So this is interesting. The next gratitude we have is I am grateful for my options. So that's a little bit because I was picking up on some threes before. So I feel like in the past maybe it feels like this person's attention was elsewhere, but right now they are literally honed in on you. Like you're the only thing that matters, especially with this Three of Wands. It really feels like all of their future is focused on you. So I do think that they do have options, and I think that you, group 2, have a choice to make in this connection. You're going to be presented with an opportunity, and it's your decision if you want to move forward with it. So I'm not really picking up a third party in this. It may be applicable for some of you, but if you're not aware of a third party, more than anything, I feel like you are the one that has options here, group 2. We have J. We have U. So we got D, J, U. We got Y. We have a C. A little C too. We have a B. We have an I. A lot of initials. We have a V. V for Victor. We have a F. We have a W, I believe. Yes, it's a W. I should find a way to make the W's and M's so different, but I always forget. So we have another V. So there are a couple of synchronicities in here already. We have an E, and the last letter is T. Interesting. All right. So again, your person's message for you was fire. I want you bad all the time. Trust me. Feel me. I'm always with you. I sometimes wonder if you care. Are you still there? Excuse me. And you got the heart, which is ironic because it's it's a little bit blocked. You got the numbers 9, 6, 1, 12, and I wrote cap because I was feeling devil energy when I wrote this. So your song is Doja Cat, So High. Your person is literally intoxicated by your presence. And the last thing I'm going to share with you, group 2, is that Spirit wants you to expect powerful change in this connection. That was your Moonology card. Expect powerful change. So I do have this feeling of liberation. I'm not going to lie. I felt that with group 1 as well, but yours is different. It feels like you are going to have the power in this connection. I don't believe in power and control connections, but you're going to be the deciding factor in terms of this opportunity is coming, and it's your choice what you want to do and how you want to move forward, whether you want to share a connection with this person or whether you are choosing to go a different way. It really feels like there's a lot of exciting power returning to you. I do feel like this is a positive step forward, regardless of what actually happens. I'm actually quite excited for you, group 2. So I hope that resonated. I'm always curious to know if it does or if it doesn't. There's so many of us right now, so I didn't want to be that annoying tarot reader on YouTube, but honestly, take what resonates and don't let the rest take from you. There's so many of us. There are going to be readings that don't always hit home, but I'm always curious to know how it hits when you're viewing it. So please look after yourself, group 2. Continue to be your wonderful selves, and I don't think you need to do too much here. I feel like you're just going to have a beautiful opportunity forward for yourself, and it's up to you to decide what you want or who you want in your future. So thank you so much, group 2, and I hope to connect with you again in a future reading. Bye! Hi, group 3, and welcome if you chose this little pile here. then this is your reading. So today I'm getting channeled messages from your person. At the end, I may offer objective opinions based on what I'm picking up in the energy, but we're also going to get some advice or information from spirit as well. So I do have some handwritten channeled messages in here that I channeled at the beginning before I filmed any of these piles. And then at the bottom we have a Moonology card from spirit as well, who can offer some objective or subjective, both ways I guess, advice on your situation. So I'm going to leave that over there for now. We're going to get some tarot. So from the Heart Oracle deck, Spirit, what would their person like to share with group 2? What would group 3, my bad, I'm going to chuck those back, sorry. I don't think that was fair. What does their person want to share with group 3, Spirit, with group 3? What does their person want to share with group 3, Spirit? My gosh, this person is stubborn. Sorry. This person is like, oh, okay. We have the 2 of Wands reversed, no less. What would group 3's person like to share with them? We have the Hanged Man, the Observe card. Oh, and another one. The Heart Chakra reversed. Really? Group 3's person, Spirit, what would they like to share with them? They have a lot of sexual desire for you, but I'm not going to take that card because it didn't come out. Group 3's person is very fiery towards you. In a good way, but they're frustrated right now, I'm not going to lie. All right, we have Teach, the 5, which is the Hierophant card. Interesting. Okay, that's all I'm going to take for the Oracle deck. Bottom deck energy is the 3 of Swords reverse, sadness and isolation. This person is definitely grieving. They're sort of overcoming sadness here. There's a feeling of loss. They may be physically away from you as well. They may be at a distance to you. Group 3's person, what would they like to share with them? I'm already getting so many messages for you, Group 3. I'm trying to get these cards out quick. Okay, interesting. So we've got the Knight of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, and the Fool reversed at the end. What does Group 3's person want to share with them? We've got the 3 of Pentacles. Group 3's person. Goodness, we got the 8 of Wands reversed. We have the Page of Wands reversed and the Magician reversed. Bottom deck energy in the Anne Stokes deck is the 9 of Wands. This is a very passionate person. They don't want to give up, but it feels like some of you have. All right, so Group 3's person, what would they like to share with Group 3 Spirit? We got the 5 of Cups. Oh my gosh. So Spirit's showing me the 9 of Cups, the Fool card, and the 6 of Wands, but I'm going to shuffle them back in for now because that was too big of a stack. So 5 of Cups reversed. We've got the Pentacles. I see what's happened. Goodness, the Knight of Pentacles with the 9 of Swords, yeah. I see. We got the 6 of Swords. We got the 8 of Wands. That makes sense. We got the 8 of Wands twice, but I always appreciate my Queen Slipper deck because it kind of offers more clarity. Yeah, I'm not going to take those 2, sorry, Spirit, but I understand what you're trying to show. We have the 2 of Hearts, the 2 of Cups, and the bottom deck energy is the Ace of Swords. Okay, I have one more deck. I'm sorry, Group 3. In this case, I'm not taking those yet, sorry. I'm asking about Group 3 Spirit. What is the clear messages from their person? Group 3's person, what would they like to share? They would like to share love, sensitivity, gentleness, and they also want to share simplicity. There is strength as well, but I'm going to shuffle it back in for now because this person has a lot to share, and I think we just need to get started with the channeled messages, if I'm honest. So the bottom deck energy is appropriateness. So straight off the cuff, I'm sorry that I made the wrong decision in the past. I feel like I chose the wrong person. I feel like I moved away from you when I should have been moving towards you. It was the wrong choice to make, and now it feels like it's not as easy to move forward. I wish I could tell you the truth. I'm waiting for the appropriate time. I want you to know that I'm not quite happy with my life. I'm still quite fixated on you. I feel unfulfilled love-wise. I feel so passionate towards you and yet so frustrated because I'm unable to express this with you. I'm unable to have this future with you. Right now, my energy is elsewhere and it's frustrating. It's very frustrating for me. It feels like I've had my wings clipped It feels like I'm unable to express myself honestly with you. I haven't been honest with you. I have been withheld. I've been withdrawn. I've wanted to offer you gestures to show you that I'm interested, but I don't know how to do that without offending other people. It does feel like there are too many people involved in this connection. I'm having to focus on what I do have. And honestly, it's so hard because all I want is you. And I'm seeing you with other people now. I'm seeing you, and it's making me so jealous. I feel like I should have acted differently when I had the chance, and I didn't. And now I can't tell you any of this. I'm really feeling quite stuck. I wish I could have moved forward when I got the opportunity, because right now it feels like anything that I even attempt to say or do to move towards you is just futile. There's no point. The ones won't ground. The communication won't be the way that it should have been. And it's so ironic for me because I wish I would have seen this at the time. I'm not getting this perspective until now, and it's like it's almost too late. I wish I would have told you this when I had the chance, but I guess hindsight is a powerful thing, and I didn't fully appreciate what I had until I lost it. I didn't fully appreciate the opportunity I had with you, the opportunity to give to you. I wasn't giving enough. I wasn't balanced. I just wish that there was balance here. I have every intention of being kind towards you. I never want to hurt you, but I appreciate that I didn't jump and take that risk, take that leap of faith towards you when I had the chance. I really should have. I really should have reached out. I should have attempted to do more. I should have shown more towards you. And I want you to know that I still think about you a lot. I still dream about you. I actually don't like to tell anybody this, but I do. I think about you, and I think of what I could have told you and what I should tell you now. I don't know how to tell you that now, though. I feel like you wouldn't accept me in your life. It feels so complicated now. I just wish things were more simple. I kind of just want to move forward. I'm trying to focus on peace in general, and I feel that communication with you is just not possible. I wish I could confess. I wish I could tell you all of this and more, but I don't know how to do that. I'm quite desperate, if I'm honest. I just want to get this off my chest. I'm sick of holding it and carrying it around with me. I haven't expressed myself honestly with you. I haven't had the opportunity to reveal my true self to you, how I truly feel. I'm not even being honest with myself, if I'm honest. I haven't actually fully appreciated my emotions towards you. I haven't had the opportunity to share this honestly with myself, and I would love to be able to explore that with you, but it just feels quite complicated. I'm not going to lie. I don't know how to end my other responsibilities in order to move forward with you. I feel you, but it just feels like I have other responsibilities right now that I have to take care of, and that's going to take some time, and I don't know if you have time to spend on me, but I'm moving quite slow right now, and I can't give you what you deserve. I appreciate that. It's so frustrating. I wish I would have made a different decision when I had the opportunity, because now it feels like we're back at square one and I'm having to redo this all over again from the start. And I don't think you're going to wait for me. You're not the kind of person who should wait. You're so gentle and you have so much to offer someone, and I know that when I come towards you next, I'm going to have to treat you that way. I just wish things were more simple. I wish there was a way to clearly tell you how I feel. It feels like there's a lot of pride and ego involved, and I hate that it got to this point where there's so many opinions and there's so much involvement, and I just wish that things were much easier. I wish there was a way to be more vulnerable with each other without having to bruise other people's egos or having to offend other people. I mean, at the end of the day, it just comes down to love, and I haven't been able to express that with you. I really wish I would have shared my more vulnerable side with you. That's the truth that I haven't revealed, is that my emotions for you do run deep, but I'm not even honest with myself in terms of how I feel. In general, right now it's just so much easier to be friends. I do want to see you again, but it's just easier to come together as friends, and it's not going to be the union that you were promised or that you deserve, but I can't let you go, and I know that you want to be a part of my life too, so I know that we can't really wait for each other in that way, but I hope that you do want to be friends. And there's still things that I want to tell you, and there's moments where I do want to be able to talk to you, and I hope that you'll accept me and want to talk to me as well. I never really showed the truth of this connection, and the truth is that I do think about you a lot. I have very deep emotional thinking towards you. I want to be successful in general, but right now there's just a lot going on in my life, and it's easier if we're friends. I don't want to give up, but also the only way forward is by keeping things simple and uncomplicated, and there's a lot of pain that I need to heal. I'm actually avoiding trying to do that because it's a little bit hard. It's a sore spot for me. My heart space isn't something that's open. I'm not really listening to my heart right now. Every decision I make is with my mind, and I just want you to know that that doesn't change the way I feel about you. It just means that my heart isn't really available to you right now. But there's a lot of secrets that I need to share with you, and I hope to get the chance to do that one day. So Spirit, sorry, not Spirit. I want to talk to Spirit after, but group 3, that's where I'm going to end it, because your person was very, just kind of rattled off all that information really from them. But there's one card, well, there's actually 3 cards that I felt that they weren't going to address. My eyes went over there, but I just had a feeling like they wanted to stay over here. So the 3 cards are the Magician. We have the Page of Swords as well, reversed. And the other card is the Hierophant. So group 3, for some of you, what I'm feeling is that this person is in a commitment with another person right now. And if that doesn't resonate, it just really feels like their attention and their priorities are invested in something else. But I do feel like this is someone who has every ability of committing to a relationship. It just feels like for some of you, they didn't make the right choice in their opinion. They didn't choose you in the past. And they are a jealous person, so it's kind of like, oh, why did you why did you choose that then? If you knew, like, honestly, the energy they were giving me is that they may have chosen someone else, but they don't want you to choose anyone else, is what I'm feeling, especially with that Page of Wands reversed and the 8 of Wands reversed twice. Like, they are quite a jealous person, and they don't want to see you with anyone else. They're keeping you as an option for them, if that makes sense. With the Page of Wands reversed, they acknowledge that they've had to put this connection on pause. It's the page. The passion is still there. The energy is still there, but it can't develop right now. They've had to pause this connection. And it's almost like they do intend on returning to it. They do intend on developing this page into a king. But at the moment, they've had to put it on pause, and it has something to do with the Magician. So what I'm feeling is that your person is creating a lot. Like, they have a lot in their life. It's not just another connection, or it's not just another responsibility. It's that their life in general is moving quite quickly right now. Maybe after a period of stagnancy, they've got a lot of movement. So what I'm feeling, group 3, is that they aren't actually available to you in terms of their heart space isn't available at the moment. If they are in a connection with another person, they're not being honest with that person. Their heart space isn't open at all. We have 1 Cups card here. It's reversed. We have the Heart Chakra reversed. Intuition was reversed, which is also a heart space. In my opinion, it's linked with your heart as well. We have the 5 of Cups here, which is reversed. And the 2 of Cups, which is, like, in my opinion, it was giving me this energy of, and I said he, but sorry, I do like to keep it gender neutral. They were giving me this energy of, like, their heart space is not open right now, and that's very frustrating for them, because I think this is somebody who wants to be vulnerable, but they just feel like they can't right now. They're not being honest with themselves. And this Magician here, it's like they're coming into their power. They have this feeling as though they're creating a lot. They have a lot of potential, but they're not going to be able to access any of this potential until they start being honest with themselves, until they start appreciating their heart space and that vulnerable side. I just feel like they're not going to get very far if their intuition is reversed here, if their intuition is blocked, if their heart space is blocked. They're quite logical and practical right now because it's easier, but they also don't want to, like, not have you around, what I'm really feeling is that they need to be very appropriate. There's this feeling that they may do the wrong thing, or they may make the wrong choice, or they may do something that could offend other people, and they need to be appropriate. It's like it feels, and I know what card you got from Spirit, so I'm kind of understanding, like in terms of the Moonology card, I know what that card is, and it's sort of making a lot of sense here, because there's a lot of ego, and not in a power way, like not in an egotistical way, but your person's being a little bit unfair, group 3. They're allowing themselves to move forward into other connections, but they're not allowing you the opportunities, which is just like, really? Are you sure? Like, that's not actually fair. So I'm going to read the message now, because I don't quite remember what I wrote. I filmed the other 2 groups now as well, so I don't remember what your message was. I think I remember what your song was, though. And then we'll get some initials, and then we're going to ask Spirit for some advice, because I want to know how the heck we're supposed to move forward in this. All right, group 3. So your message from your person. Oh, wow. Very short, very blunt. Very similar to the channeled messages. So, miss you, but it seems this is us. I still think of you too much. I wish things were different. Maybe someday, some way. I still need you. Something good. Oh my gosh, very blunt. Like, you know what I'm picturing is like this person is not at all comfortable with discussing their emotions towards you. And so they're just trying to, like, I'm picturing like a text that's just really blunt, and it's just like, miss you, but it seems this is us. I still think of you too much. Wish things were different. Maybe someday, some way. I still need you. Something good. Like, it just feels so cut and dry. They're really not wanting to dip into their heart space. They're acting very cold, and they're very logical. But honestly, the main issue here is that not only is their heart space reversed, like not only is their heart space blocked, but so is their energy. We've got the 8 of Wands reversed, the 8 of Wands reversed, the 2 of Wands reversed, the 9 of Wands here. It's very frustrating for them. It is so frustrating. They're not being honest with themselves, and they're pretending like the energy isn't there, like this connection is over, but actually the energy is still being fueled into it. So all they're doing is blocking it, but they're only sort of amplifying the situation, because they can't deny the attraction. This feels like quite a complicated group, so I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are twin flames, or very sort of complicated, intricate history with this person. Yeah. Anyway, you also got, in terms of numbers, you got 3, 2, 1, go. You got 7, you got 9, 9, 9, you got 8 and 6. And when I wrote 9, 9, 9, I felt happier, and which that's really ironic, because you got the 9 of Wands at the bottom deck, and this energy is about persevering. It's about not giving up. This person wants things to be simple. They want things to be easier. And I think that ultimately they're going to realize that they can't have simple and happy. Like, if they want happiness, then they're going to have to fight for it. They're going to have to invest the energy towards that. They're going to have to give it all they've got, that 999 energy, if they want happiness, because they're not quite happy right now. They're very frustrated. They're very unavailable in terms of their emotions. If they are in a connection with another person, I feel a little bit sorry for the other person, because their heart space isn't open. They're not being honest. They're not thinking of the future with them. But I don't want to dwell on that. You also got a song. So your song is Glass Animals Gooey. Wow, that's interesting. So go have a look at those lyrics, because that song is wild. It's quite trippy. It's not very straightforward. It's very interpretive. It's open to interpretation. So it would be interesting to know what synchronicities lie in that song for you as well, group 3. It's it's a beautiful song. I just wouldn't have pegged it as being a part of this group. So interesting. All right, so I'm going to get messages from Spirit, and then I'll reveal the oracle card over there. So Spirit, what messages can you offer us? What's the advice for group 3? Their person is quite complicated. What is the advice for group 3, Spirit? What is the advice for group 3? You got 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, patience and planning, material harvest. You got the heart chakra again, but it's upright in this deck. Group 3, what is the advice? Interesting. Okay. I'm starting to understand this group a little bit better in terms of your end as well. It's always interesting starting a reading from the other person's perspective. We got balance reversed. Justice is yet to be served in this connection. Victory and success is reversed because somebody's energy isn't authentic. We have a compromised union. Spiritual union is reversed. We have Eight of Wands again reversed with the Two of Cups reversed. We have the Two of Pentacles, simplifying movements, choices, and decisions. We have the base chakra, goodness me, and we have the Three of Wands. Wow. So I'm going to read your bottom deck energy and then if we could have any more synchronicities in this group, I would have to resign. We have the Empress, another 3. So what I'm feeling, group 3, is that you have elevated. You have kind of surrendered this connection, most of you, I hope. Just knock on the table there. So what I'm feeling is that your biggest advice is to stay in your Empress energy. Regardless of gender, you are someone who is attracting a lot of abundance, a lot of fertility, a lot of growth, simply by being your beautiful natured self, okay? You don't need to feed any more energy into this connection. You need to keep feeding yourself and nurturing yourself, nurturing that growth that you're experiencing, because I do feel like you're in this beautiful energy of not being selfish. I hate that, and another tarot reader pointed this out. That word is very implicative of like a negative connotation. You're not selfish by putting yourself first, especially in this situation. You need to keep nurturing yourself, keep loving yourself, find that unconditional love for yourself, and keep your heart chakra open, because that is what is going to attract a positive outcome. Whether it's this person or not, you are in a very attractive position and you will find success. You will find happiness in love. Now, this connection is going to be uprooted because this person's energy is volatile to their own existence. I mean, that's a very weird way of putting it, but this person isn't going to prosper. They're in their magician energy, but they aren't able to align their heart space or their base chakra. And I really feel like they are going to either have a tower moment or something is going to completely jar them and set them on course for a different path. And it could be that eventually they find their way to you, but I just feel like their energy is quite volatile and they're self-sabotaging their potential here. They need to figure out how to work together with their energy rather than avoid it. They're trying to deny their energy. They're trying to cut it off. And honestly, if this is a twin flame connection, you have to learn how to advance forward in life with your other person's energy around you, because this is something that can be used for better and can be used to help you. And this is another 3. So I feel like this person needs to learn how to balance their energy to move forward. And they are going to come towards you, but right now it is being advised that it is easier for you to remain friends at this point in time. You do have a spiritual union with this person, group 3. There's a reason why you can't stop thinking about them. There's a reason why your mind drifts towards them, why your energy feels so connected towards them, why your heart space feels activated when you think of them. There is a reason why they are meant to be in your life. Unfortunately, right now, they aren't emotionally available to you. So the best thing you can do is remain emotionally available to yourself. You will get this wish fulfillment, this 9 of Cups. But it's a matter of maintaining that beautiful Empress energy for yourself, living for yourself, loving for yourself, giving to yourself. Now, this patience and planning card, it's actually about you. We're not asking you to have patience for your person with this card, group 3. It's time to put in the patience and planning for your own future, because it came out with the 9 of Pentacles. So do not put your life on hold for this person, group 3. Be patient with yourself and move forward. Make that plan for your own future. Live independently. Live for yourself. That is your advice from Spirit. Don't exercise patience to this connection. You don't need to give anything else to this connection. Live for yourself and start reaping the rewards that you give to yourself here. With the 7 of Pentacles, I feel like this is confirmation for many of you that you've already invested a lot of energy into your own future. And this is confirmation that you should keep going, that any important decision you are going to make for your in regards to your future, that's confirmation that you should do that, okay? Don't stagnate for this connection. Don't feel that you need to wait around for this person, because this person has a lot of decluttering to do with their energy. They need to sort of clear themselves out and figure this out for themselves. They really need to come into power, their power. They need to realize that they aren't being honest in terms of what they want, and they need to figure out how to get what they want, because they don't want to put in the energy, is what I'm feeling. Like they don't want to rock the boat. That's what's stopping them from being happy, is that they don't want to rock the boat. They're imbalanced at the moment. There's this feeling of injustice, I'm not going to lie. I feel like karma is going to restore that balance in a way that will help them move forward in their lives and help them strategize a way forward in their lives. But in general, this is, again, Two of Pentacles. It just brings me back to simplicity. Movements, choices, and decisions. I feel like the both of you are being called to simplify your routine, simplify your lifestyles. If you do want someone in your future, whether it's this person or not, group 3, I just feel that you need to make room for someone in your life, because you feel like a very busy person, and Spirit is saying that it's okay to be busy, it's okay to be ambitious, it's wonderful to put yourself first and to put your dreams first, but please remember that you deserve happiness as well, and you deserve happiness in love. And if you do want someone in your future, then you also need to make room for them as well. So continue striving to be the best you that you can be. And I do feel that when the time is right, the two of you aren't finished. You are going to come together. But for right now, that is where your person is at. And that is the advice for you from Spirit as well. So I'll get some initials before I reveal the last card. Okay. Oh. Sorry. Okay, so we got S, we got E, we got A, we got another E. Goodness. So we've got the word C. We've got Y. We have an N. Is that the right way? Yes, we have an N. We have a M. Goodness me. We have a D. And we have an F. I feel like a bingo lady. Every time I do these initials, it's like, oh. Anyway, we have a H or an H, however you wish to say it. We have an A again, so wow, all right. And we have an R. We have a V. So we have a couple of synchronicities in this card. The numbers 3 is really significant for you, group 3. It came up a number of times. The numbers 9 are very significant for you. We have 2 A's, we have 2 E's, we have the word C. We had a lot of synchronicities in terms of the cards. We got the 2 of Cups twice. We got the 8 of Wands 3 times. We got the word simplicity, which also is clarified by the 2 of Pentacles. We got 2 for intuition, and we got 2 for the 2 of Wands, and we got the 2 of Pentacles. There's just a lot of synchronicities here. So I do feel that this is a strong spiritual connection. Again, I'm getting pulled towards that twin flame group. Not going to lie, it does feel like that. But I will reveal the last card that you got from Spirit. So from my Moonology deck, group 3, Spirit's advice is to not let your pride get in your way. And I feel that this was something that you're moving onwards from now, especially with that Empress card, but your person is still struggling. Now, it's not so much their pride, it's more their fears, okay? Because the fire signs can also be energetic fears. So this person is stewing over the choice. They feel as though they can't go back on their decision. They have a lot of pride over their actions and their current commitments. And I do feel that they're letting fear stop them from moving forward here. So this full moon in Leo signifies to me like a climax, some sort of crux moment where this is going to reach its peak and the moon is going to be full, but the emotions are going to be too high. And this problem, this avoidance of energy and heart space is going to reach a powerful climax, and this person is going to struggle to hide from their true energy, their true feelings. And that it's going to take a little bit of healing afterwards, though. They're not going to sort of come towards you very quickly because their ego is bruised. They do feel bruised by their choices from the past. So I do feel that it's going to take a bit of time, but you can expect this person in your future. Group 3, it really feels like this person has every intention of keeping you around. They don't want to let go of you. They really want to keep you around. So Group 3, I hope that resonated. I hope that offered you clarity and a little bit of perspective as well into how your person is feeling currently. Energy is always changing. It's very constant, but in this current moment, it feels like your person has a lot building. So I hope that offered you a bit of perspective as well. I'm sending you lots of love and light wherever you are in this weird, wonderful world. And please look after yourself. I hope to connect with you again soon. Thanks, Group 3. Bye.